All right, let's talk about trading. If you've ever thought about jumping in, or maybe you just want a quick refresher on how it all works, you are in the exact right place. We're going to break down the essentials for you. Seriously, have you ever just stopped and wondered, how do these massive international markets even work? It's a fantastic question. I mean, it can feel a little intimidating, right? All that jargon, but don't worry. We're going to peel back the layers and make it super simple. Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the basics, in the world of metals. Then we'll jump into the new frontier, the digital space. From there, we'll check out some big players like energy, oil, and gold. And then we'll get you kitted out with your own trading toolkit before we look at what comes next. Sound good? Let's go. So first stop on our journey, the world of metals. You know, this is really where it all begins. It's the absolute bedrock of traditional markets, and honestly, where so much of our modern economy was born. So you hear this term, commodity market. What is it, really? Well, in the simplest terms, it's just a giant marketplace for raw materials. Seriously. Think of it as the very heart of industrial trading. It's where the literal building blocks of our world get bought and sold. And a perfect example of this? The London Metal Exchange. Picture this. It's this huge, central hub where people from all over the globe come to trade things like copper, aluminum, and zinc. And the prices they agree on there, man, they create this massive ripple effect. They influence the cost of literally everything, from the building you're in to the smartphone in your hand. Like, if the price of copper goes up in London, you can bet that a car company or a construction crew somewhere else is going to feel it. That's the power of these markets.
And that's the thing, right? It makes that real-world connection so clear. It might sound all abstract and financial, but look around. Your house, the phone you might be holding, their existence, their cost, it's all tied back to what happens in these markets every single day. All right, so we've covered the old school. Now let's switch gears completely. We're going from the physical world of metals and trading floors to the brand new frontier, the digital space.
So what exactly are digital assets? Well, think of them as online money, things like cryptocurrencies and tokens. The magic behind them is something called blockchain technology. All that really is a super secure shared digital notebook that keeps track of everything. It's what makes the whole system safe and, totally transparent. Now, I know, jumping into this can feel like a lot, but it really just breaks down into a few simple steps. First, just get the basics. Then, learn a little about the tech. You've probably heard of the big ones, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then you got to know the platforms where you can trade them, like Binance or Coinbase. And here's the most important part. You have to manage your risk. These markets go up and down like a roller coaster, so you've got to keep learning to stay on top of it.
And this is where it gets really interesting, when you put them side by side. On one hand, you have traditional markets. We're talking tangible, physical stuff traded in central places like London. And on the other hand, digital assets. They're totally intangible, they're online, and they're traded on this massive, decentralized network that has no borders. It's a complete game changer in how we even think about trading value. Okay, let's keep exploring. Our map is getting bigger now. We've seen metals, we've seen the digital world, but there are other huge territories out there. I'm talking about things like energy, oil, and of course, gold. You ever pull up to the gas station and wonder why the price is different from last week? Yep, that's the crude oil market in action. The price is always bouncing around based on global news, supply levels, what people need, all of it. A lot of the time, you'll hear it measured against something called Brent crude. That's kind of like the global price tag. Now, you could try to trade oil itself, but a much simpler way for most people is just to invest in the big energy companies on the stock exchange. And then there's gold. I mean, for centuries, people have seen it as this ultimate store of value. It's the safe haven when things get crazy. This quote really nails it. It's the world's most seductive metal. It's a whole world unto itself, and its price often moves based on how certain or uncertain people feel about the economy.
Okay, so we've explored the map, we know the terrain, now it's time to pack our bags for the journey. This part is all about getting your toolkit ready, the practical stuff you absolutely need to know to get started safely. Listen, this is super important. When you're online, security has to be priority number one. No exceptions. Always turn on two-factor authentication. It's that extra lock on your door. And never, ever share your passwords or private keys with anyone. Double-check website addresses so you don't fall for a scam. And hey, when you're trying a new platform, start small. Just test the waters. These are simple rules, but trust me, they are absolutely crucial for keeping your money safe.
Picking the right platform or broker is a huge deal.
Here's a quick look at how some of the top ones compare. What you're looking for are things like, are they well regulated? Is it easy to use? Do they have the tools that work for you? Honestly, there's no one-size-fits-all best platform. It's all about finding the one that feels right for your journey.
All right, 2 last things for your toolkit: transparency and liquidity. They sound technical, but they're simple. Transparency just means the rules of the game are clear, so everybody's playing fair. And liquidity? That just means it's easy to get in and out of a trade because there are lots of other buyers and sellers around. But, underneath all of this, your absolute best defense is just learning. The more you know, the more confident you're going to feel.
Wow, okay. We have covered a ton of ground, haven't we? From old school metals to the wild world of digital assets and even getting your toolkit packed. So let's kind of wrap this up and look ahead to what's next. If there is just one single thing you take away from all this, I hope it's this quote right here. Knowledge is your greatest asset. It's so true. In trading, and really in life, what you know is what's going to protect you. And more importantly, it's what's going to help you spot those amazing opportunities. And seriously, you should feel awesome about making it this far. Just taking these first steps, getting your head around these ideas, it's a huge deal. By understanding what we've talked about today, you've already built a fantastic foundation. You're honestly way ahead of the curve.
So, now the ball is in your court. You've got the map. You've got the basic tools. The only question left is, where is your journey going to take you next? Keep learning, be smart, and go find out.